After Sivananda's assassination attempt, Swami Vishnu-devananda did throw the man to the ground. The next day, Master Sivananda went over to the jail, finished that with the assailant, and then said to Swami Vishnu, "You need to learn to control your emotions."
And he had a lot of mental difficulties. His wife committed suicide because she couldn't take any more his atrocities. So he didn't have any more mental peace. So he came to the ashram. Everyone comes there to ashram, doesn't matter who they are. Master never asked their question. So he said, he's mentally disturbed, please help me. So he asked to go and sing Hare Rama, stay in the temple, do some simple service. After 6 months, he wants to go back home. And he wants money now. It's 2,000 miles journey. And ashram always in difficulty like here. Always debts. And Master feeds more than 200 people he used to feed by the time, pilgrims and visitors. Whether they pay or not, they all have to be fed, and the ashram has to run. And there's no other place, confusion you can find like that ashram. There's no rules, no regulations. Anyone can come, anyone can call Swami Sivananda and then eat his food and then go away with all the money or whatever he can. So the people take advantage of his heart. So he thought he also won. Ashram is really in difficult position. So he wants money to go back. Master advised him not to go. First of all, he won't feel peace. Secondly, ashram is in difficult position. We can't afford to give him money, go home. And then he was very angry and he left and went back to his room. And that evening, the next day morning, it happens, Master never missed one morning. Always we get up at 4 o'clock in the morning for our meditation. Never missed one. Every morning he used to come. The first morning he missed. He never came for the lecture or for the morning meditation. We don't know why. Because I know if he is not able to come because I always get the information, but I didn't get also. And he locks his door and no one can go at that time. If he is locked, we will never disturb him. And then 4 o'clock, he didn't come, and so when the meditation is over, we want to find out. And he was sick or something, we don't know. But at 9 o'clock, as usual, he came to the office, and he didn't say why he didn't come. Then the usual procedure in the evening, I went after his supper. I took all his books and things and took the lantern and started leading him back to up the top of the mountain. Is half the ashram is down and half the ashram is on the top. So we had to go to the top of the ashram there, just like here, almost a slope. And there is small winding roads, paths are there that time. And so on the way, Master said, I want to go and see Govindan. How is he? So I don't know, Swami, he didn't see him at all today. So please take me to his room, I want to go and see him. So I took him to his room. And I was going, then you want to go home? He just like show every kind of contempt to the Master. He just didn't answer even a word. Plus Master left, and then we came back to the hall, and he sat as usual in his, on the side of the window. And devotees, about 30, 40 devotees on either side. And as soon as I come, then I read Gita, and when Master comes, and before already the curtain will be progressed before the Master comes. And when the Gita chapter is finished, then we put the dim light and we sit meditation. And then 2 minutes after that, when we put the light dim and we are all in meditation, suddenly a big noise. It is generally, I just face Master. On that particular day, Master was sitting there and I joined this side of the group, facing the other way. And suddenly there was a big noise and clap and everything was shattering, and there was a few pictures on the wall, it's all breaking down. And so suddenly, naturally, the voice woke us all up, and then I looked back on the direction. At that time, I saw a young man in the dark with something in his hand. He is beating on your Master's bare head. I couldn't understand who can do such a horrible thing. So anyhow, instinctively I jumped and tried to stop. I caught hold of him. He was much stronger than me, but I caught hold of him. And rest of the people were they were stunned. No one moved out, but somehow or other, it is just maybe God wants me that way. I got up and caught hold of, and I fought with him. And then only I found that he's having an axe in his hand, and he was using a real axe. And the light was put, and then we came to know that who he was, going with the same man. Just half an hour ago, Master visited, and the same man wants to kill the master. So that was the story. And then story I heard about that next day he went in frustrated and sent him back home. So after a few days, then naturally, I thought of myself and another disciple. We thought of staying in his own kutir because he is always alone there at night. Many madcaps would be there. They may come, and we don't want his life, so we used to sleep in the veranda. And I was terrified also because of the scene. From that moment onwards, there was a tremendous fear came. But boldly I took, and we used to stand as a guard for the whole night. And then so again, egoism built up. Master used to call me and a great yogi and so forth. And too much work, there is not much time to meditate. Most of the time we had to meditate after 11 o'clock, 11:30. At night we sit in the Ganges bank, and so a feeling came, I must meditate more. Work is not important. Too much work we had. Ashram is full of work. Morning until evening you have to work. I'm tired of this work, and egoism builds up, and I must now progress more spiritually. And the ashram is not good for spiritual progress. Here everyone comes and murders, robs, thieves. Master is only looking after them. He won't care us. He won't care even ask one question. He left us alone. So this kind of feeling came, a kind of bad feeling came about the master and organization. Because even though you are living in a spiritual atmosphere, after some time, you don't feel the spiritual atmosphere because you are immersed all the time. Just like when you are in the dark, in a hot, in a cold place, after some time you don't feel it is cold compared to the heat outside. So also you get accustomed to this spiritual vibration, so you don't feel it because there is nothing to compare from the world. So this came, and then I ran away from my ashram, from the master's place. And that story I conclude, and then we'll conclude that. It's very small, make it short. And so egoism built up. I want to meditate more. I ran without telling him, with a small note. I'm just leaving him. I went into the caves, wandered in the Himalayas, and first my cave experience. Sometime I used to go to the caves, and there is a cave I know far away, which is about only 20 miles walking distance. From that, first night I arrived there. I only had enough for a few bread, and I took with me and a matchbox to keep on light, fire in case it gets cold at night. That's all I had, my possession. And so this cave was very nice and attractive. There's a stream coming down and very quiet. And so I said, I'm going to settle for some time here. And